And here we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sports4life podcast, episode 5. I do apologize for not recording last week. I was sick. I couldn't react to any of the week 1 games. However, I'm back, and let's dive right into it. I'm not going to do any recaps of any of the past games because those already happened a long time ago, and you guys already know what happened, and I don't know if you guys care. So let me just talk about 3 games that I'm really excited for this weekend. I'm going to start out with the Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. This is probably going to be the game of the week. Tampa Bay is the best team in the league, and the Rams are either the second or third best team. I honestly don't know who to pick right now. I Stafford is historically has a losing record against winning teams, but maybe that'll all change now that he is in Los Angeles. Tom Brady looks the best he has ever looked. I'm fairly confident the Buccaneers will go to the Super Bowl this year. Honestly, it's kind of a coin toss at this point. I believe the game is in Los Angeles. Defensively, they're pretty evenly matched. I have the Rams' defense is slightly better than Buccaneers' defense. The Buccaneers' offense is better than the Rams' offense, and I know Sean McVay is a much better coach than Bruce Arians. So honestly, it could go either way. I'm leaning more towards Tampa Bay, but I'm just really excited for this matchup. You know, historically speaking, Tom Brady, he doesn't do too well against elite defenses. They can blitz him, and he's not great under pressure. Tampa Bay has a great offensive line, though. So that's a matchup I'm interested in seeing. Aaron Donald and the Rams defensive line versus Tom Brady and the Buccaneers offense. Antonio Brown is out this week. I don't think that affects them at all, honestly. The Buccaneers are so good and have so much depth that they don't even really need Antonio Brown. They still have Chris Godwin. Mike Evans is good to go. They have Rob Gronkowski. They can bring in one of their 2 backup tight ends, O.J. Howard or Cameron Brate. They still have Scotty Miller. There's the Buccaneers. Yeah, I'm not concerned about Antonio Brown being out. If Aaron Donald can get enough pressure on Tom Brady, that should certainly be interesting. And now for the Rams. Now, this is Matthew Stafford's biggest test as the Los Angeles Rams quarterback. He had a really easy beginning to his Rams career against the Chicago Bears. And then he had a little bit of a test last week against the Colts. Not a huge one, because the Colts have honestly been a lot worse than I thought they would be. But yeah, this is going to be his biggest test by far. He has all his pieces ready to go. He has Cooper Kupp, who's been absolutely phenomenal this year. He still has Robert Woods. But here's something. Matthew Stafford is historically really bad against teams with winning records. He actually, I believe he has a lower win percentage than Kirk Cousins against teams with winning records, which I found interesting. So, we'll see. This is a huge game for him. I'm not saying the Rams have to win, but he has to play almost flawlessly because, as you all know, I am a Stafford critic. I'm not as big of a fan as many other people are. I think a lot of people have really overhyped him this upcoming season. He is a really good quarterback, but a lot of people have said he'll win the league MVP and go to the Super Bowl. Well, I need to see him win a playoff game first, and secondly, this is almost a playoff game, honestly. I know it's only week 3, but this is a huge game, and I don't think it's an overreaction to say Stafford must perform. So the next game on my radar is, believe it or not, the Cowboys and the Eagles. So the Cowboys and the Eagles, an NFC East rivalry. I usually don't care about the NFC East, generally speaking, but this is so fascinating. They're playing Monday night. Hopefully I can, Eli Manning and Peyton Manning will be commentating. I don't want to watch the Monday Night Crew. But, Dak Prescott has looked phenomenal this year so far. And the Cowboys are probably going to win the NFC East at this point. I think I have them going 9-8 and just second and being in second. But yeah, the Cowboys will probably win the NFC East, and this is a huge game for them. And it's an even bigger game for the Eagles. The Eagles beat the Falcons week one. The Falcons aren't a good team, and they compete against the 49ers. This would be a huge win for them. Jalen Hurts has actually looked really good this season. I was completely wrong about Nick Sirianni. He has coached the Eagles incredibly well just because he had one bad press conference. I overreacted clearly. And yeah, the Eagles, I predicted them to be the worst team in the league this year, but honestly, at the rate they are going, I don't know if I see that. They're not a playoff team at all. I think they'll still be a bottom 10 team. They're probably going to win 5 to 6 games, but at least they've been competitive so far. They destroyed the Falcons. They gave the 49ers everything they had. So yeah, that's an interesting matchup. I think the Cowboys will still win. Dak Prescott is an elite quarterback. I know a lot of people don't consider him an elite quarterback, but the reality is he is. I mean, he went toe to toe with Tom Brady and gave them the lead, and it's just the defense didn't do anything. And then he drove his team downfield against the Chargers to win that game, and they almost ended up losing it too because Mike McCarthy doesn't know how to manage a game clock clearly. So yeah, the overall game was a lot of fun against the Chargers and the Cowboys, and I fully believe in Dak Prescott. But that should be a fun game to watch. And lastly, I got the Chargers and the Chiefs, and this might be the game of the week. I know I said that about the Buccaneers and the Rams. These two are like neck and neck. Justin Herbert is so much fun to watch. Patrick Mahomes is amazing. I know they lost to Baltimore last week, but that had absolutely nothing to do with Mahomes. He was phenomenal all the way until the very end. His running back fumbled, and then even when the defense made a stop, Baltimore decided to go for it on fourth down. A call I loved, by the way. So yeah, this should be a fun game. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think a lot of points will be scored, and it should be interesting. Travis Kelsey historically has not done well against the Chargers at all. It's weird. He's elite and he is the best tight end in the league, but then against the Chargers, he just doesn't put up good numbers, which is weird. Um, we'll see how the Chargers can bounce back after a tough loss last week. But yeah, those are the three games I'm excited to watch, and we will see where we go from there. But yeah, so the morning game, probably be early afternoon actually. Chargers and Chiefs, Rams and Buccaneers, and lastly, we have the Cowboys and Eagles on Monday Night Football. I'm really excited to see all those games, and we'll see what the results bring us.